Shalom Hakim. This the brother Magam back in edification. Now first and foremost we're gonna say Yahweh, by Shem Yahshai. Yahweh chose the prophet name who was God or Jehovah. Yahshua chose the prophet name who was in Christ Jesus Christ. Secondly, I want to get under the event of elders in the process of great millstone. Peace to the of Israel, low I'm part of that number. So now to the topic today, I'm basically going into this topic about how basically of black kings in Europe, man. Now this history has been forgotten, because Esau tried his best to destroy any valuable information about what really happened during the Middle Ages. And during that Middle Ages, man, we were ruling over this whole world actually. But it says black kings and queens, ruled parts of Europe for almost 700 years. History confirms that the Moors ruled in Europe, primarily Spain and Portugal, for almost 700 years. They were known for their influence in European culture, but not many people know that the Moors were actually Europeans. And they're gonna say African descent, but it's really Jakes. Plainly Jakes of Israel, the Israelites in sense, but they don't want to say that though. So they gonna put African. I was like about that. But Moors were usually depicted as being mostly black or very swarthy, and hence the word is often used for Negro, according to the Oxford English Dictionary. Several written works at the time also confirms that the 16th century English playwright William Shakespeare used the word Moor as a synonym for, they gonna say African, but for basically Jake, and Christopher Marlowe used Moor and Jake interchangeably. The only reason why I'm saying Jake because we ain't Africans. Author and historian Chancellor Williams said that the original Moors, like the original Egyptians, were black Africans. Although there was there's a distinction between the Moors and the Egyptians, but I'm not trying to go into details with that. And Arab Counselor also described Moorish Emperor Yusuf bin Tenshif as a black man with woolly hair, a brown man with woolly hair. And European Moors are often shown with African features: pitch black frizzed hair, flat and wide face, flat nose, and thick lips. The Drake jewel, a well-documented piece of jewel from the 16th century, seems to show a profile of a black king dominating the profile of a white woman. Moreover, Moors were known to have contributed areas of mathematics, astronomy, art, cuisine, medicine, agriculture that helped develop Europeans and bring them from the Dark Ages into the Renaissance. Generation of Spanish rulers were allegedly tried to abolish this era from the historical record, but recent archaeology determined that Moors indeed ruled Al-Anubius for more than 708 years, from 711 AD to 1492. This, and then so on, because actually there was black people in Europe until the late 1700s. Because if you there's so many documents that details you about the nations. For example, Scotland, King James, black. He was a so-called black man. Even the Germans during the 1700s were depicted as black, because if you ever read the letter sent from I believe John Adams, he described the Germans as tawny, I believe. Tawny, which is another, I believe tawny was a characteristic of color which shows to them for being black, which is another substitute for them being dark skinned. But anyway, this scripture I'm going to bring us first Maccabees chapter 3 verse 48, and lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. Man, this go back to the details of how, how Esau whitewashed Yahweh Shai, Esau whitewashed the prophets, and all that. Like, so what made you think he didn't like whitewash history to show his own improvement? Like, majority of like the inventions like that we see today were made by Jakes, man. Like, let me look that up. Like, the majority of inventions, like I'm gonna put black because they don't like. Like, like they made like, it's like, the Lord. That's how the Lord like separate us from the heathens. Like we can literally like create ways to systematically make this planet better, but we still under the curses and stuff. Majority of electronics. The only reason why we see electronics these days is because of a Jake. I forgot his name though. I forgot his name, but it was during the 1970s. Like he was one of the first ones to ever actually help invent the internet. But anyway, I was just trying to touch on this quick election and stuff. Anyway, Shalom Markin and